Have you ever wondered what it would actually take to end global poverty? With nearly 700 million people still living on less than $2.15 a day, poverty remains one of humanity's biggest challenges. But here's the truth. Solving global poverty isn't only about governments or big organizations. It starts with people like you and me making small, meaningful changes that ripple outward. In this video, you'll learn 7 real-world steps you can take to help fight poverty, locally, globally, and sustainably. Welcome to HowExpert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Global Poverty, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. Let's explore how you can be part of the movement to reduce and one day eliminate global poverty. Step number 1, understand the root causes of poverty. Before you can fight poverty, it's crucial to understand it. Poverty isn't just about lack of money, it's about lack of opportunity, education, healthcare, and stability. It's often tied to historical inequality, corruption, climate change, and conflict. Start by educating yourself. Read reports from organizations like the World Bank, UNDP, or Oxfam. Watch documentaries that show real stories behind the numbers. When you understand the systems that create poverty, your actions become smarter and more impactful. Awareness is the foundation for change. Step number 2, support fair trade and ethical products. Every purchase you make is a vote for the kind of world you want. Supporting fair trade and ethically sourced goods helps ensure that farmers, artisans, and workers in developing countries receive fair wages and safe working conditions. Look for certifications like Fair Trade, Rainforest Alliance, or B Corp on coffee, chocolate, clothing, and crafts. For example, buying fair trade coffee means the farmers earn enough to send their kids to school and invest in their communities. Your shopping choices can directly lift families out of poverty. Step number 3, donate smartly calls. Even small amounts matters. You don't need to be wealthy to make a difference. A small, consistent donation can have a powerful impact when directed wisely. Research transparent and effective charities that focus on poverty reduction, such as Give Directly, the Against Malaria Foundation, or BRASI. Many organizations use evidence-based approaches to ensure donations create measurable change. Even $10 a month can provide clean water, education, or food security for someone in need. Giving is most powerful when it's consistent and informed. Step number 4, empower through education. Education is one of the strongest weapons against poverty. When children, especially girls, have access to quality education, they're more likely to earn higher incomes, raise healthier families, and contribute to their communities. You can support education by donating to school building initiatives, sponsoring a student, or volunteering your time as an online tutor. For instance, programs like Room to Read or Pencils of Promise make huge impacts by improving literacy and access to education worldwide. Every book, lesson, and scholarship moves us one step closer to breaking the cycle of poverty. Step number 5, support microfinance and small businesses. Many people in developing countries can't access traditional banks, but with small loans, they can start businesses, buy livestock, or fund education. That's where microfinance comes in. Platforms like Kiva or Grameen Bank allow everyday people to lend small amounts, sometimes as little as $25, to entrepreneurs in need. These loans empower individuals to create sustainable livelihoods rather than relying on aid. You're not just giving money, you're investing in potential and independence. Step number 6, advocate for systemic change. Real, lasting poverty reduction also requires systemic reform, fair wages, access to healthcare, education, and sustainable jobs. Use your voice to advocate for policies that support these goals. Vote for leaders who prioritize poverty reduction and speak out about inequality on social media or within your community. For example, advocating for debt relief for developing nations or supporting global initiatives like the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 1. No poverty helps drive long-term solutions. Change begins when informed citizens raise their voices together. Step number 7, take local action. Poverty exists everywhere, even in your own community. Volunteering at food banks, shelters, or community centers can make a direct difference in people's lives. You can also start small initiatives like clothing drives, mentorship programs, or skill building workshops. Local and global poverty are connected. Both are about giving people the tools to thrive. When you strengthen your community, you contribute to a stronger world overall. Here's what 1 week of taking action might look like. Monday, research and learn about poverty causes in one country. Tuesday, switch to fair trade coffee or tea. Wednesday, donate $10 to a transparent charity fighting poverty. Thursday, share an educational post on social media to raise awareness. Friday, lend $25 through a microfinance platform like Kiva. Saturday, volunteer at a local food pantry. Sunday, reflect on what you've learned and plan your next step. In just 1 week, you've supported people locally and globally and proven that meaningful action doesn't require massive wealth or power. HowExpert Tip: think empowerment, not charity. Here's a powerful mindset shift. Focus on empowerment, not just charity. Giving handouts can help in the short term, but empowering people with education, tools, and opportunity creates lasting change. Ask yourself, does my action help someone become self-reliant? When you support empowerment, you're not just reducing poverty, you're rewriting futures. When you follow these steps, you become part of a worldwide network of changemakers who believe that poverty isn't permanent, it's solvable. Every purchase, every donation, and every conversation can move the needle toward a fairer, more hopeful world. Your challenge this week: take 3 concrete actions to support poverty reduction. 1 financial, like donating or lending, 1 educational, like learning about an organization, and 1 community-based, like volunteering. You'll be amazed how small steps lead to meaningful impact. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Global Poverty, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores, as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.